My sister smiled at dinner. This is my fiancé, an army ranger. A real hero. Then she smirked at me. Unlike you and your safe little office job. But the ranger. That night, as my sister Veronica proudly introduced her fiancé, I could feel the familiar sting of her usual digs brewing. What she didn't know was that this seemingly innocent family dinner was about to become the stage for a comeuppance so shocking, it would unravel everything she thought she knew about me. The chandeliers above our dining table cast this warm glow, the kind that usually makes everything feel cozy. But that evening, the atmosphere was anything but welcoming. I just sat there, in my usual chair, the one closest to the kitchen, a quick escape route if things got too much. Veronica had called this whole dinner specifically to introduce her new fiancé, Trevor. And from the gleam in her eyes when she walked through the door, I just knew, deep down, something unpleasant was headed straight for me. "Everyone, this is Trevor Walsh," Veronica announced, her voice practically tripping over itself with pride. She gestured to this broad-shouldered man beside her, practically preening. He's an army ranger, a real American hero who served 3 tours overseas. Trevor offered a polite smile, nodding to my parents. My mom, Audrey, immediately stood up to shake his hand, all warmth and smiles. My dad, Kenneth, stayed seated but extended his own greeting. You could tell just by looking at Trevor, his close-cropped hair, sharp features, that unmistakable military posture. He was someone who'd seen things. "It's wonderful to meet you," Audrey gushed. "Veronica has told us so much about you." I stayed rooted in my seat, just observing, with that detachment I'd perfected over years of family gatherings. Veronica, bless her heart, always needed to be the center of attention. Always needed that validation that she was more successful, more accomplished, more worthy of praise. And our parents? They'd totally fed into that dynamic since childhood, celebrating her every minor achievement while anything I did was met with, at best, lukewarm acknowledgement. Then, finally, her attention swung to me. "And this is my sister," Veronica said, and her smile, it just morphed into something sharper, something almost cruel. "She works at an office, does paperwork all day. Nothing dangerous or exciting like Trevor's job." The words hung in the air, heavy and loaded, like a challenge. I was used to these subtle digs, these seemingly innocuous comments designed to diminish whatever I did while elevating her choices. But tonight felt different. Tonight, she had an audience she desperately wanted to impress. And I was the convenient target. "Unlike you and your safe little office work," Veronica continued, her smirk widening as she squeezed Trevor's arm. "Trevor puts his life on the line for this country. He's a genuine hero." I met her gaze, held it steady, refusing to look away or let even a flicker of the irritation building beneath my calm exterior show. Years of practice had taught me not to react to her provocations. Giving her the satisfaction of seeing me upset would only fuel more attacks. But then, something shifted. Trevor, who'd been standing beside Veronica, shifted uncomfortably. His eyes scanned the room, then landed on me. Imperceptibly, his demeanor changed. His shoulders tensed. His polite interest dissolved into a focused, almost intense attention. His gaze dropped, specifically to the small metal pin I wore on my collar. It was understated, easily overlooked by anyone who didn't know what to look for. Less than an inch across, a simple design, but to those who recognized it, it carried significant weight. Trevor's face went completely rigid. The color seemed to drain from him slightly, and he straightened his posture even further, if that was possible. His hand released Veronica's arm, and he took a half step backward. Full story on channel link below. Click now to watch what happened next.